Alright. Good evening, I'm Joe Maloney, and I'd like to talk to y'all about counterfeit products. How many of y'all think y'all can tell the difference between original product and a counterfeit product? Which one do y'all think is counterfeit, and which one do you think is the original product?
Is original?
The left is original?
Nah.
What is it?
The right is real.
The right one? It actually is the right one. Another product is this one. Which one is counterfeit and which one's real?
Less real.
Less, you saying less real? Less actually counterfeit. As you can tell, this can be a hard thing to do. Have you ever been to a city like New York and you go shopping on the streets and someone is selling goods? Those are most likely counterfeit. One time I was in New York City and a guy was selling sunglasses, actually Oakley's, and he was selling them out of a book bag. And as I was about to hand him the money, an undercover agent came up and put him in handcuffs. I got a free pair of glasses and I got to keep my money. According to the dictionary, counterfeit is an imitation intended to pass as the original product. We may know them as knockoff or lower price items. Nowadays, today, counterfeit goods have spread all around the global market. Nowadays, counterfeit items include children's toys, electronics, cigarettes, medicine, personal apparel, and money. Producing counterfeit products is growing rapidly. According to CNBC, the business of counterfeit goods is the largest underground industry in the world. Hundreds of billions of dollars are generated while slowing down the economy, making it bad, putting lives in jeopardy, and funding organized crimes. Counterfeiting goods has been tied to terrorism. Once you spend money on that product that is actually counterfeit, you have no idea where it's going. So therefore, they've had ties where hundreds of millions of dollars have been processed into like medicine and actually injuring people. The purpose of my speech is to persuade my audience that those who do not buy counterfeit goods is better for the government, economy, and the safety of consumers in the United States. The United States faces the most economic impact because they're the world's largest consumer in the nation. People are losing their jobs because of counterfeit products. And at U.S. borders, they have rapidly gone up in seized goods. As you can tell from 2010, we have 20,000 numbers of seized goods. Attorney General Eric Holder stated, "Intellectual property crimes are not victimless. The theft of ideas and the sale of counterfeit goods threaten economic opportunities and financial stabilities, and they also destroy jobs." Director John Morton of the Department of Homeland Security of Immigration and Customs Enforcement adds, "The sale of counterfeit U.S. brands on the internet steals the creative works of others, costs our jobs and revenue, and can threaten the health and safety of American consumers." It's true, all of us are wanting to buy the lowest price item out there, as like handbags and clothes, but it's not those products we need to worry about as much as other products like children's toys, electronics, and medicine. Would you want to buy your child a toy that is toxic? I hope not. Recently, toys have been found to contain lead-based paint. This is bad because lead-based can get into, because a child usually puts a toy in his mouth. How many of y'all were young and put toys in their mouths? They, having lead in your body can also potentially cause a death. There's been recalls on millions of toys. China recently has had to call back a bunch of their toys for having lead-based. Have you ever had an electrical device malfunction and catch on fire? Well, it may have been a counterfeit product. Household products like batteries, hair dryers, TVs, computers, and outlets are known counterfeit products. Consumers have had the products ruin their homes and injured loved ones. One of the most counterfeited products is pharmaceutical drugs. These knockoffs can threaten the health and safety of American consumers. In Florida, there was a recent one on Botox where they've actually had Botox injections. They had side effects, and this is what happened. They did the research on the actual injection and where the doctor got it from. They found out that to diagnose the bottle was actually not the real one. So they ended up suing the doctor, and they also found out later that other clients had this turn out. Also, like your everyday pills, like some vitamins are now being counterfeited. Viagra, like Adderall, anything you can get your hands on pretty much. According to the US FBI, the counterfeiting of pharmaceutical accounts for an estimated $600 billion in the global trade. It may be the crime of the 21st century. Nowadays, instead of selling drugs, your big-time ballers are stepping up to the plate and making counterfeits. You do not have the biggest penalty if you are caught with like a kilo of cocaine, but if you get caught with a bunch of products, you don't serve as much time, and it's not a felony. It's a felony, but it doesn't get us up there. Anyone anywhere in the world can come across medicines seemingly packaged in the right way, but which do not contain the correct ingredients, and in the worst case scenario may be filled with highly toxic substances, says the World Health Organization. Alright, enough of the information. How do we prevent this? We can't fully eliminate the products, but we can slow down the products. Federal agencies and local police forces are bearing down and cracking down on people and arresting more and more. So how can we, the people in this room, change the counterfeit industry? We may not be able to change it physically, but there are ways to prevent buying them, because it is known that people would like to be safe, and now counterfeit products are more like throwing out there and they don't care about you, they just want their money. Some ways to prevent them are paying attention to the products you buy. Say if you are out there buying a product you've never bought before, and you just go out there and buy it, how do you know if it's real or not? They've start taking notes on if you buy a product a lot of the same brand, see if you can notice things that become different or anything. Then look out for deals that are too good to be true. Inspect the packaging carefully and look for safety certification labels on the packaging. In Adidas shoes, they actually come with a extra pair of shoestrings, and they're not just like wadded up and tied. They're actually folded correctly. So that's one way if you can prevent that. A lot of y'all probably do online shopping. are you gonna trust the other side of the internet? And you can't physically see the product over the computer. So just make sure you have a reliable source. In 2010, the Department of Homeland Security confiscated and shut down over 120 websites. That's a lot, I guess. I don't really know since I was new to this. But in conclusion, buying counterfeit products has become a major problem of human safety. Counterfeit is taking over a variety of products, so be careful of what and whom you buy from. Thank you.